Hello, this is Sabika Sayyad and welcome to the print headlines. Petrol diesel prices hiked for fourth time in 10 days, latest by about 2.8 rupees per litre. Petrol crosses 100 rupees per litre mark in New Delhi. Prices of petrol and diesel were hiked for the fourth time in a span of 10 days today, with the latest being at a comparatively steeper 2.7 rupees to 2.8 rupees per litre across the country and across all variants. With the latest hike, the standalone prices of the two retail fuels have cumulatively increased about 7.5 rupees per litre across four tranches since the first hike on May 15th. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman urges focus on fuel, fertilizer, and forex. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman today called for increased focus on the three F's: fuel, fertilizer, and forex amid the West Asia crisis, underlining that the domestic economy continues to be resilient. Speaking at an event to celebrate the 37th anniversary of Sid Be Here, the finance minister hit out at naysayers for creating a cynical and pessimistic narrative after PM Narendra Modi's appeal on altruism, pointing out that India cannot afford fear mongering and that giving the confidence to people is necessary. Stating that India's policy response has been calibrated to preserve domestic growth, Finance Minister said the cut in diesel and petrol excise duties will lead to a revenue impact of 1 lakh crore rupees. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge says Modi government has sprinkled petrol to burn common people's savings. Petrol and diesel prices were raised by 2.61 to 2.71 rupees per litre today, marking the fourth increase in less than 2 weeks, as state-owned fuel retailers continue to pass on rising international oil prices to consumers. With the latest revision, cumulative increases in petrol and diesel prices have nearly touched 7.5 rupees per litre since fuel price revisions resumed on May 15 after a prolonged freeze. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge today lashed out at the Modi government over the latest fuel hike and asked who is benefiting from this daily robbery. In Tushar Sharma's death case, Supreme Court pained by handling of case asks media to exercise restraint and CBI team dispatched to Bhopal. Observing that it was pained by the handling of the case, the Supreme Court today asked the media to exercise restraint while reporting developments in the death of former model turned actor Tushar Sharma. A bench of Chief Justice of India Suryakant and Justice Joymala Bagchi said it will ensure that the investigation is fair, independent, and impartial in the case. A CBI team is on its way to Bhopal to formally take over the investigation into the death. Don't take it so sentimentally, CGI tells lawyer who complained about activities of Cockroach Janata Party fake law degrees. Chief Justice of India Surya Kant today asked the lawyer to not take the continued online frenzy over his reported use of the word cockroach in a court hearing so sentimentally. The Chief Justice was reacting to a lawyer, advocate N.K. Goswami, who expressed anxiety at the manner in which a courtroom observation from the bench is being distorted online despite a clarification from the top judge. CGI Khan said there was no grave urgency to entertain a writ petition filed by an apex court lawyer seeking a probe into the activities of a digital political formation. Former Kerala Chief Electoral Officer Ratan U. Kelkar takes charge as Secretary to CM Satisan. Ratan U. Kelkar, who was still recently Chief Electoral Officer in Kerala, took charge as Secretary to Chief Minister V.D. Satisan yesterday. The political row over the appointment refused to die down today, with the Communist Party of India Marxist and the Bharatiya Janata Party continuing their attack against the appointment. Kerala Chief Minister V.D. Satisan today said that a needless fuss was being made over the decision to appoint IS officer Kelkar, till recently CEO Kerala. Supreme Court refuses to entertain plea challenging use of ballot papers in Punjab local body polls. The Supreme Court today junged a plea challenging the Punjab State Election Commission's decision of holding the polls for municipal corporations, municipal councils, and Nagar Panchayats through ballot papers. A bench comprising Chief Justice Surya Kant and Justices Joymala Bagchi and Vipul M. Pancholi questioned the petitioner Ruchita Garg for approaching the court late and said it cannot destabilize the election process now. In the Janiwara row, KEA turns down demand by 3 students for re-exam in all subjects. 3 students who were made to remove their Janivara or the sacred thread during the recent physics common entrance test have rejected the Karnataka Examination Authority or the KEA's offer to hold a re-examination for the subject. Instead, they have demanded that a re-examination be held for all 4 subjects and the best of the 2 scores be considered for their ranking. However, top sources in the Higher Education Department said KEA has turned down this demand. Supreme Court seeks response from Centre and NTA in the NEET paper leak, says it's sad they have not learnt lesson despite several directions. The Supreme Court today issued a notice to the Union Government, the National Testing Agency, and others on petitions concerning the NEET UG 2026 paper leak. The top court said it was really sad to see the same mishap happening despite detailed orders and the setting up of a monitoring committee by the Apex Court. The case has been listed later this week on an urgency basis. Latur farmer claims daughter ended life over NEET UG paper leak, police launch probe. A farmer from Maharashtra's Latur district has claimed that his 18-year-old daughter, who aspired to become a doctor, ended her life due to mental stress caused after the cancellation of NEET UG 2026 over an alleged paper leak. Police said they have registered an accidental death report and launched a probe into the farmer's claim. Delhi High Court to hear plea against centre's order asking Gymkhana Club to vacate premises. Members of the Delhi Gymkhana Club today moved the Delhi High Court against the centre's order asking the club to hand over the premises to it by June 5. The matter was mentioned for urgent hearing before Justice Avneesh Jhingan by senior advocate Abhishek Singhvi. The court listed the matter for hearing tomorrow. The centre has asked the Gymkhana Club in Lutyens, Delhi to hand over the premises by June 5, citing that the 27.3-acre plot was required for strengthening and securing defence infrastructure. Delhi court convicts Congress leader Alka Lamba in 2024 assault case. The Delhi court today convicted Congress leader Alka Lamba in the 2024 assault case during the Jantar Mantar protest. The court said it will hear the arguments on Alka Lamba's sentencing in police assault case on June 5, 2026. Uniform Civil Code Bill introduced in Assam Assembly. The Assam government today tabled a bill on the Uniform Civil Code seeking to ban polygamy and make registration of live-in relationships compulsory. Assam Parliamentary Affairs Minister Atul Bora introduced the Uniform Civil Code Bill 2026 in the 126-member assembly on behalf of Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sarma. If the bill is passed, Assam will become the third state in the country to pass a UCC bill following Uttarakhand and Gujarat. Deal with US not imminent, says Iran. Foreign Minister spokesman Ismail Bakai's remarks came after US Secretary of State Marco Rubio said an agreement could possibly be reached today. Bakai said, and I quote, "It is correct to say that we have reached a conclusion on a large portion of the issues under discussion. But to say that this means the signing of an agreement is imminent, no one can make such a claim." The Memorandum of Understanding reportedly involves a 60-day ceasefire extension, reopening the Strait of Hormuz, and a plan for further negotiations over Iran's nuclear program. President Donald Trump had suggested over the weekend that the sides were closing a deal, even though he later said he had instructed negotiators not to rush into one. Iran says some progress has been reached in talks with the US, but a deal is not imminent. Israel military issues new evacuation warning to 10 Lebanon villages. Israel's military today ordered residents of 10 villages, most of them in southern Lebanon, to evacuate their homes ahead of expected strikes against alleged Hezbollah targets. The IDF said, and I quote, "For your safety, you must evacuate your homes immediately and move at least 1,000 meters away from these towns and villages to open areas." Oil and LNG tankers exit Hormuz, heading for India, Pakistan, China. Ship tracking data showed 3 liquefied natural gas tankers passed through the Strait of Hormuz in recent days, heading to Pakistan, China, and India, as well as a super tanker with Iraqi crude for China after being stranded for nearly 3 months. The US-Israeli war on Iran that began on February 28 has severely curtailed shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, through which about a fifth of the world's oil and LNG supply normally flows. Oil slips to 2-week low as US and Iran seem moving closer to deal. Oil prices fell more than 4% to 2-week lows today as optimism grew that the US and Iran were moving closer to a peace deal, even though they remain at odds over key issues such as blockades on the Strait of Hormuz. Brent crude futures were down $4.44 or 4.3% to $99.10 a barrel, while US West Texas Intermediate futures were at $92.24 a barrel, down $4.36 or 4.5%. Both contracts touched their lowest since May 7 earlier in the session. First Hong Kong astronaut launches into space on board Chinese mission. A Hong Kong astronaut has been launched into space for the first time aboard China's Shenzhou 23 spacecraft. Li Jiang, a 43-year-old police officer and mother of 3, serves as the payload scientist in the 3-member crew who made their way to China's Tiangong space station on Sunday night. At least one member of the crew will spend a full year in orbit as part of a key experiment. Authorities will determine who that will be at a later date. A tired Lionel Messi exits MLS game in injury scare ahead of World Cup. Lionel Messi was at the center of an injury scare just weeks before the start of the World Cup on Sunday after abruptly exiting Inter Miami's Major League Soccer clash against the Philadelphia Union. Argentina superstar Messi was substituted in the 73rd minute at a rain-soaked Nou Stadium in Miami after clutching the back of his left leg and requesting to come off. There was no immediate word from Inter Miami on the exact reason for Messi's substitution. Ranveer Shori and Paramveer Singh Cheema's TVF show The Pyramid Scheme gets release date. Actor Ranveer Shori and Paramveer Singh Cheema's upcoming TVF series The Pyramid Scheme will be released on Prime Video on June 5, the streamer announced today. Written by Akshendra Mishra, created by Shreyansh Pandey, who directed it with Ashish R. Shukla, the series also stars Shekhar Suman, Anjan Srivastav, Alfia Jafri, and Ashish Raghava in pivotal roles. That's all we have for you today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest.